Dave B Racing is 4th. Best lap is a 2:42.265. Jason Short is 1st. Best lap is a 2:33.395. The qualification session is at GP4 conversion in Nürburgring, Germany. Jason Short from New Zealand is P1 on softs. Bray from New Zealand is P2 on softs. Johnny Prince from New Zealand is P4 on softs. Jason Short is 1st. The race dictator from New Zealand is 3rd on softs. That Canadian guy from Canada is P7 on softs. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Toddy Mustang from New Zealand is 6th on softs. Jason Short is 1st. Jason Short improved his first with a 2:33.643. Bray is third. Bray improved his third with a 2:40.231. 6.588 off pole. Johnny Prince is third up 0.59. Best lap is a 2:37.006. 3.363 off pole. Toddy Mustang is provisional pole with a 2:33.332. The race dictator is P3 up 0.14. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Johnny Prince is P4 up 0.77. Jason Short is P2 up 0.10. The race dictator is third up 0.21. The race dictator improved his third with a 2:34.631. 1.299 off pole. Toddy Mustang is P1 up 0.51. That Canadian guy is 7th up 8.20. That Canadian guy improved his third with a 2:34.405. 1.073 off pole. Dave B. Racing from New Zealand is 7th up 2.25 on softs. Jason Short is P2 up 0.19 on softs. Jason Short improved is second with a 2:33.419. 0.087 off pole. Dave B Racing is 7th up 1.31. Dave B Racing improved is 6th with a 2:38.714. 5.382 off pole. Jason Short is second up 0.34. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Johnny Prince is 5th. Best lap is a 2:35.579. 2.247 off pole. Toddy Mustang is P1. Best lap is a 2:33.332. Bray is P7. Best lap is a 2:40.231. 6.899 off pole. Toddy Mustang is P1 up 0.18. Bray from New Zealand is 7th up 0.72. Broadcast bot is P20 on mediums. The race session is at GP4 conversion in Nürburgring, Germany. Jason Short is P1. Toddy Mustang from New Zealand is second on softs. 20 minutes remaining in the session race start. Toddy Mustang passed Jason Short for P1. Jason Short from New Zealand is second on softs. The race dictator from New Zealand is P3 on softs. Jason Short is P2. The race dictator is 4th. Jason Short is P2. The race dictator is P4. Jason Short is second. Bray from New Zealand is fifth on softs, 0.4 behind the race dictator. That Canadian guy from Canada is P3 on softs, 0.3 behind Jason Short. Bray is P5, 1.1 behind the race dictator. That Canadian guy is third, 0.3 behind Jason Short. That Canadian guy passed Jason Short for second. The race dictator from New Zealand is P4, 0.8 behind Jason Short. Bray is P5, 1.5 behind the race dictator. The race dictator is fourth, 0.7 behind Jason Short. Jason Short on lap 2 is third, 0.9 ahead of the race dictator. The race dictator on lap 2 is fourth, 0.9 behind Jason Short. Jason Short is P3, 1.1 ahead of the race dictator. The race dictator is P4 on softs, 1.3 behind Jason Short. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short from New Zealand is third, 0.7 behind that Canadian guy. The race dictator is P4. Best lap is a 2:35.128. 1.543 off the fastest lap. Jason Short is P3, 0.7 behind that Canadian guy. Johnny Prince from New Zealand is sixth on softs, 1.3 behind Bray. Johnny Prince was 0.6 faster last lap. Jason Short is P3, 0.5 behind that Canadian guy. Johnny Prince is 6th, 1.4 behind Bray. Jason Short is 3rd, 0.5 behind that Canadian guy. Johnny Prince is P6, 1.7 behind Bray. Jason Short is 3rd on softs, 0.5 behind that Canadian guy. Johnny Prince is 6th, 1.7 behind Bray. Johnny Prince passed Bray for 5th. The race dictator is P4, 0.9 behind Jason Short. That Canadian guy is P2, 0.4 behind Toddy Mustang. Jason Short is 3rd, 0.9 ahead of the race dictator. Bray exiting pits on softs. Dave B Racing from New Zealand is P6 on softs, 0.7 behind Johnny Prince. That Canadian guy is P2, 0.4 behind Toddy Mustang. That Canadian guy lost 5th to Dave B Racing. Jason Short is 2nd, 0.4 behind Toddy Mustang. Johnny Prince is P4, 0.3 ahead of Dave B Racing. Jason Short is 2nd, 0.5 behind Toddy Mustang. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Johnny Prince is P4 on softs, 0.8 behind the race dictator. Jason Short is P2, 0.6 behind Toddy Mustang. Johnny Prince is P4, 0.8 behind the race dictator. The race dictator was 1.3 faster last lap. Jason Short is 2nd. Best lap is a 2:33.565. 0.133 off the fastest lap. Toddy Mustang is P2 battling Jason Short. That Canadian guy is P7, 1.0 behind Bray. Toddy Mustang from New Zealand is second, 0.2 behind Jason Short. Jason Short was 4.3 faster last lap. Johnny Prince on lap 5 is P5, 0.8 behind Dave B Racing. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Johnny Prince is P5, 0.4 behind Dave B Racing. Dave B Racing was 21.3 faster last lap. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Johnny Prince is P5, 0.3 behind Dave B Racing. Toddy Mustang is second, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Johnny Prince is P5. Best lap is a 2:35.789. 2.357 off the fastest lap. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.9 behind Jason Short. Jason Short was 1.0 faster last lap. Johnny Prince is 5th. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.6 behind Jason Short. That Canadian guy is 6th, 0.6 behind Dave B Racing. That Canadian guy passed Dave B Racing for P5. Toddy Mustang from New Zealand is second, 0.4 behind Jason Short. Five minutes remaining in the session. Johnny Prince is P4, 0.8 behind the race dictator. Toddy Mustang is second, 0.3 ahead of the race dictator. The race dictator is P3 on softs, 0.4 ahead of Johnny Prince. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.3 behind Jason Short. The race dictator is third, 0.3 ahead of Johnny Prince. The race dictator lost 6th to Dave B Racing. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.5 behind Jason Short. That Canadian guy is fourth, 0.3 behind Johnny Prince. Toddy Mustang is second, 0.8 behind Jason Short. That Canadian guy is P4 on softs, 0.4 behind Johnny Prince. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.7 behind Jason Short. Johnny Prince is fourth, 0.3 ahead of Bray. Toddy Mustang on lap 7 is P2, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Johnny Prince is P4. Johnny Prince lost P4 to Bray. Toddy Mustang is second, 0.3 behind Jason Short. Johnny Prince is sixth, 0.8 behind Dave B Racing. Toddy Mustang is P2, 0.3 behind Jason Short. Bray is P4, 1.3 behind that Canadian guy. Toddy Mustang is P2, 1.3 behind Jason Short. Johnny Prince is sixth on softs, 1.1 behind Dave B Racing. Dave B Racing was 3.9 faster last lap. Johnny Prince lost P6 to the race dictator. Toddy Mustang is P2, 1.5 behind Jason Short. That Canadian guy is P3 on softs, 2.5 behind Toddy Mustang. Toddy Mustang is P2. Best lap is a 2:33.432. That Canadian guy from Canada is P3, 2.3 behind Toddy Mustang. The leader has just finished the race. Jason Short finished P1. Toddy Mustang finished P2. That Canadian guy finished 3rd. Bray finished 4th. Dave B Racing finished P5. The Race Dictator finished P6. Johnny Prince finished 7th. Broadcast bot is P8. The race session is at GP4 conversion in Nürburgring, Germany. The Race Dictator from New Zealand is P1 on softs. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Bray from New Zealand is 2nd on softs. Bray is now 6th. Bray is now P5. That Canadian guy from Canada is 3rd on softs. That Canadian guy lost 3rd to Jason Short. Jason Short from New Zealand is 3rd on softs. That Canadian guy is 4th. Jason Short is 3rd. That Canadian guy is P4. Dave B Racing from New Zealand is 3rd on softs. That Canadian guy on lap 1 is P4, 0.4 behind Dave B Racing. The Race Dictator is P6, 0.9 behind Bray. That Canadian guy from Canada is fourth, 0.6 behind Dave B Racing. The race dictator from New Zealand is 6th, 1.1 behind Bray. Dave B Racing is P4, 1.3 behind that Canadian guy. The race dictator is 6th, 0.4 behind Bray. Bray is 5th. Best lap is a 2:47.354. 5.962 off the fastest lap. Dave B Racing is P5, 0.6 behind Bray. Dave B Racing lost 5th to the race dictator. Jason Short is P2 on softs, 1.4 behind Toddy Mustang. The race dictator is P5, 1.3 behind Bray. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short is P2, 1.3 behind Toddy Mustang. The race dictator is 5th. Best lap is a 2:48.377. 15.274 off the fastest lap. Jason Short is 2nd, 1.2 behind Toddy Mustang. The race dictator on lap 3 is 5th, 0.9 behind Bray. Jason Short is 2nd, 2.5 behind Toddy Mustang. Bray is P4, 0.5 behind that Canadian guy. That Canadian guy from Canada is 3rd, 0.5 behind Jason Short. Dave B Racing is 7th, 4.5 behind Johnny Prince. Johnny Prince was 6.5 faster last lap. Jason Short is P2, 0.4 ahead of that Canadian guy. That Canadian guy is third. Best lap is a 2:33.594. 0.491 off the fastest lap. Jason Short is second, 0.4 ahead of that Canadian guy. That Canadian guy is P3 on softs, 0.3 behind Jason Short. Bray is fourth, 0.4 behind that Canadian guy. Jason Short is P2, 0.4 ahead of that Canadian guy. That Canadian guy on lap 4 is third, 0.7 ahead of Bray. Bray was 58.4 faster last lap. Jason Short on lap 4 is second, 0.9 ahead of that Canadian guy. That Canadian guy is P3 on softs, 0.8 behind Jason Short. Bray is fourth, 0.5 behind that Canadian guy. Johnny Prince from New Zealand is fifth on softs. Best lap is a 2:39.287. 6.184 off the fastest lap. Johnny Prince is now P4, 10 minutes remaining in the session. Jason Short is second on softs, 0.9 behind Toddy Mustang. The Race Dictator is fifth, 0.6 behind Johnny Prince. Jason Short on lap 4 is P2, 1.0 behind Toddy Mustang. The Race Dictator is fifth, 0.6 behind Johnny Prince. Jason Short is P2, 1.0 behind Toddy Mustang. The Race Dictator is P5, 0.7 behind Johnny Prince. Jason Short is second, 1.0 behind Toddy Mustang. The Race Dictator is fifth, 1.0 behind Johnny Prince. Jason Short on lap 5 is second, 1.0 behind Toddy Mustang. Bray exiting pits on softs. The Race Dictator is P5, 0.5 behind Johnny Prince. That Canadian guy is P3, 1.1 behind Jason Short. Jason Short on lap 5 is P2, 0.7 behind Toddy Mustang. The race dictator is P5. Best lap is a 2:35.770. 2.667 off the fastest lap. That Canadian guy on lap 5 is P3, 0.1 ahead of Johnny Prince. Bray is 7th, 2.9 behind Dave B Racing. Dave B Racing was 34.7 faster last lap. Jason Short is 2nd, 0.2 ahead of that Canadian guy. That Canadian guy from Canada is 3rd, 0.3 behind Jason Short. Jason Short was 0.9 faster last lap. Jason Short is P2, 0.1 behind Toddy Mustang. Five minutes remaining in the session. That Canadian guy is P3, 0.7 behind Jason Short. Jason Short is P2, 0.3 behind Toddy Mustang. Johnny Prince is P4, 0.9 ahead of the race dictator. Jason Short is 2nd, 0.2 behind Toddy Mustang. Jason Short was 0.5 faster last lap. The race dictator is 5th, 0.5 behind Johnny Prince. Jason Short is P2, 0.5 behind Toddy Mustang. Johnny Prince is 4th, 0.6 ahead of the race dictator. Jason Short is P2, 0.4 behind Toddy Mustang. Johnny Prince is P4, 0.7 ahead of the race dictator. Jason Short is 2nd, 0.1 behind Toddy Mustang. Johnny Prince is 4th on softs, 0.7 ahead of the race dictator. Jason Short from New Zealand is second, 0.3 behind Toddy Mustang. Johnny Prince is P4, 1.0 ahead of the race dictator. Jason Short is second. Best lap is a 2:33.103. The race dictator is P5 on softs, 0.7 behind Johnny Prince. The race dictator lost P6 to Bray. Jason Short is P2, 0.4 behind Toddy Mustang. Bray is 6th, 0.4 behind Dave B Racing. Jason Short is P2, 0.6 behind Toddy Mustang. Bray is P6, 0.8 behind Dave B Racing. Jason Short is second, 0.9 behind Toddy Mustang. The leader has just finished the race. Toddy Mustang from New Zealand finished P1. Jason Short finished P2. Johnny Prince finished 3rd. Dave B Racing finished 4th. Bray finished 5th. The race dictator finished 6th. That Canadian guy finished P7.